Contrary to popular belief, you don't need a big audience to start selling digital products. In fact, you don't even need an audience to start. So whether you're starting with zero audience or even just a tiny teeny audience, you can start selling your digital products, and I'm going to share with you how in this video. Hey, I'm Melanie and I help you create digital products and build simple sales systems to sell them for you so that you can create that passive income and give yourself more freedom and less hustle. Now, when it comes to having a small audience or no audience, this might come across that you're going backwards to come forwards, but done the right way, the way I'm going to show you, it works. Now, there are a couple of things that you're going to have to do before you can start selling. First, you're going to have to know who it is that you want to help, what you want to help them with, and what you want to teach or share your knowledge about. And then you're going to have to go and do some solid research. And this means you're going to have to find out what those people are actually looking for now, what they need, and what they are actually purchasing right now. Now, just a little truth bomb here. You're still going to have to build an audience because that's how you build a sustainable business. But the point is, you can choose where you do that. You can decide what suits you, what the kind of people is that you want to attract, and what kind of social platform you feel aligns with you and the people you're trying to reach. But that said, I'm going to show you how, even from the start, you can start selling your digital products and grow your audience at the same time, starting from zero. Before we continue though, if you are looking for digital product ideas, I have 21 profitable ideas for you, free in the link below this video. Now, you're gonna need two things. You're gonna need a small digital product, which is why you've done that solid market research, because you need to be pretty damn sure that these things are already selling, okay? And the second thing you're gonna need is a freebie, like a lead magnet, where you will give it to someone for free and it directly relates to the product that you're wanting to sell. The product itself is going to be just a tiny thing. We're talking here like a $5, $7 kind of product, okay? We are not talking here that you're going to want to create something that will take weeks or months. This is going to be able to be put together within a couple of days. And you're going to, from your market research, you're going to take cues from what's already out there and follow that path. Basically, you're going to do something that somebody else has already done in your niche or under your topic. And it's going to be that first initial thing that they really, really need and that they would basically just impulse buy, because it gets them that quick win. It's that direct thing that they would need, and they don't have to overthink like $5, $7, $10. They don't need to overthink that, and it's just going to give them something immediate. That is why your research really matters, because if you get that profitable idea and you go looking and other people are selling it, then that says to you that the odds are you can actually sell something more or less the same thing, but not by copying. You're not going to copy, you're going to just follow the money. I have videos on how you can actually then create that digital product and get it done literally in a weekend or less. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is create a freebie, which again can just be a simple PDF. And this is going to be something that directly aligns with the actual small product you want to sell. You're going to give them something to show them that, hey, I know what I'm talking about. This is how I can help you for free. I know, here's now, you can take that next step and grab this really small product for just $5 or $7. You could simply teach them, maybe if you're giving them like 5 steps of something, you could introduce them to the first step and then the other steps are in your paid product. However you want to do it, you want to warm them up to the idea of taking that next step within your freebie. And that next step is going to be your mini tiny digital product idea. The reason for it being just a small thing to start off with, because you might be thinking, oh, well, it's not very much money. That is the actual point, is that you're going to give them value for a very small amount of money, meaning they're not going to have to go away and think about it for days of whether they should make this purchase or whether they need to know you more, or, you know, if you're going to do what you say. Because what they're finding here is they're kind of willing to take a risk. They're like, I need this answer and I need it now, and it's only a few dollars, so what the hell? Because here's the deal. You can get as little as 25, 30, 50 people signing up for that freebie. And then what happens is that those people start to purchase that small product. And it can happen even in the first few people that sign up for your freebie, because then they're also on the list. This is exactly what I did when I pivoted from my e-commerce store to actually going into digital products. I didn't have an audience in the niche that I was in. And so I didn't want to wait. So I set up a freebie that was related to a small product, because the thing is that I'd already kind of started putting some posts out and things and some blog posts out, and I was trying to build my audience. And what was happening was that I just saw what they were interested in. So I created a freebie that help them take another step, and then directly after they got that freebie, I offered them my small product. I even put the small product inside of the freebie, so if they missed the offer when they were in my emails, then they could see it again when they opened up the freebie. And this started making me sales. I literally think I had like 20 people go onto my email list when I made that first sale. And after that, I knew then that, okay, I need to just keep going with this. And of course I did. And here's what happens when you do that. You start taking more action to get more people onto your email list through your freebie. That lead magnet can be called both, because you realize that that's the opportunity for you to get sales. And not only that as well, you're actually building an email list. You're building an email audience. And that means as you come up with other ideas, or as you learn what it is they want more of, you can either improve that product and put the price up, or you can offer other products. In addition, you are building an intentional audience. You are making sure that when somebody comes into your world, you're directing them through your content or through your videos or whatever it is that you're doing, you're directing them to the freebie, so that they will then get on your email list, because you know that's where you're going to make those sales. And the thing is with this is that it stops you from being all over the place. It stops you building an audience of people who are not going to take action. You are then building an intentional audience of people who you naturally lead down the path to your offers. Do not just start building an audience and saying to yourself, well, I'll just get as many people as I can right now and I won't have anywhere to send them. You might as well start how you mean to go on. And don't forget, one of the options is that you do not have to grow your email list organically. You can also use ads. It's up to you. You can either take the time or the money, because it's time if you're going to do it organically to grow your audience, your email list per se, or you can save your time and spend some money and start building your email list that way. Now, if you want to know about how this actually works, by going from freebie to your email list, etc., I do have a consistent sales blueprint down in the link in the video description if you want to grab that. And if you're wondering what kind of digital product would actually make sense for this kind of strategy, then I've got you. Go watch my video right here and you will get some clarity and direction on how to do that best. And I will see you in the next video.